Richland grows and its various programs deepen in complexity, students begin to find the opportunities where two seemingly different areas of studies intersect. This video features 3 such students who, over the last semester, were able to take their growing expertise in their chosen field and apply those skills in a completely different area of study. Psychology major Mandy Thomas wondered what makes people think and act the way they do. Are individual characteristics stable throughout life, or do they change? These questions form the basis for one of the most studied areas in psychology. Mandy wanted to know if these transferred over to the world of politics.
I'm very interested in why people think the way they do, and I think that people all can be dealt with in a specific way based on their thought processes and how they're going to react to a situation. And so I have used that with political science in order to kind of direct the thought of how to deal with a situation, how to get voters, and how to reach people that are not in your typical area that you would get the vote from. If you go through and look at how they are socially, how their families were, how their primary influences, secondary, and so on, and use that information in order to find a place that you can implement your platform into in order to get the word across the way that you want to and be more effective. I didn't realize until actually yesterday in my class, they were talking about interest groups and how you can be an activist and work in Washington, and I had no idea. I mean, I never thought that I would be interested in working in the political era with my field. I had no idea. I've had a lot of support here at Richland with the TRIO program and with the staff in general, and my teachers and professors are just wonderful here.
Will Talaferro began his educational journey at Richland because he wanted to become an engineer and earn a good living. But what Will didn't really want anyone to know was that he secretly had a desire to be in the theater.
The thing I was thinking about when I chose that degree is finding something that you can obtain employment with, after obtaining the degree. I've always been interested in theater. I always kind of kept it under the radar just because it's always people, no matter what you get into, they'd be like, man, you don't need to do that, don't do that. But I took a theater class because I was always interested in that, and I needed an elective to go along with my degree. So I found out that it corresponds with the degree I'm doing now. It's a lot of work that combines the two. So right then I was like hooked, because here's something I went for, not even thinking about theater along with it. It was just doing that as far as a career. But once I found out that it was a market that merged both the two together, I was like hooked instantly.
Will learned that his computer-assisted drafting skills were important to theatrical set designers and were able to apply them to Richland Theater's production of Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. CAD enables theater designers to be accurate and productive. What Will didn't realize was that theater needs engineers too.
Theater is like, it's a lot of engineering and it's a lot of drafting. Me, myself, I didn't even know this, until I started getting into the depth of both of my degrees. I went into drafting, like I said, just to find a job, but the thing is, what I would recommend to another student is, what's something you enjoy doing? As far as in school, that's how I got into the theater, because even though I kept it under my hat, under the radar for so long, it was still a passion. I'm just thankful that all those people, including my teacher, including the dean here at Richland, they all embraced the idea of me merging the two together. So, if it weren't for them if one person could have been like, nah, we don't want to do it, and that could have messed everything up, but I'm very thankful that they allowed me to do this.
And finally, meet Julia Jensen, who in her personal life is affectionately known as a foodie. She had already obtained her bachelor's degree in journalism, but knew something was missing in her career that would give it that wow factor. So how does one combine the degree and their passion? They enroll in the Culinary Arts Institute.
When I was a teenager, I wanted to go to culinary school. So when I was 16, that was my plan. And I let my family convince me to be a little more practical. So I went to Bradley for journalism to get my bachelor's because I do really enjoy writing. I would say cooking and writing are both passions of mine. So after I'd graduated, I worked for a year at a little store in Lebanon, Illinois. Sells gourmet foods, wine, lots of fun stuff. So I was helping do the catering and the private events for that, and it was like, okay, I still really like doing this. And so now it was like, as soon as I started it, it was like always in the back of my mind that this was an option that I could always come back and do it, if I still wanted to. I'm hopeful, long run, yeah. Food writing would be my absolute dream just because it does combine both of the things I enjoy doing. Community colleges in this program are so fantastic because they work with your schedule so that you can have a job and keep making money while continuing to pursue whatever dream you have. So that's the big benefit of the community colleges, that they really do work with you to fit your schedule and to fit your life as a returning student and as someone who's in the workforce already. So that would be probably my main message is it's never too late. Why be stuck doing something you don't want to do? There's always options. Growing up in Decatur, you hear Richland and you just think it's like basic 2-year junior college. But there are so many different programs that are really fantastic, and it's a good stepping point to go to university, or it's good just to supplement a degree you already have, or just to pursue an interest. Just try. I mean, it never hurts to try something. The only thing you're going to find out is that you don't want to do it. So just keep pursuing things that interest you, because you're never too old, it's never too late to try something if you really want to do it.